I have tried every single diet on planet Earth, and only one has ever been able to keep me lean long term. So let's talk about it. If you're new here, I'm Neil John Thomas. I'm a 38-year-old retired bodybuilder, and I teach men over 30 how to get in the best shape possible with as minimal effort as possible. That's the whole goal. That's everything I teach on this channel is how do we do this in a way that is sustainable long-term, forever, with as minimal effort, where you're not adding tons of cardio, you're not suffering through a chicken and rice bullshit diet, you're not doing carnivore or keto or any of that other nonsense, but genuinely you're enjoying your life, we've lowered your stress, you're not doing crazy workouts, and you're in the best shape of your life. And I know how that sounds because I get a lot of negativity, especially on Instagram in the comments where people are like, he's just a genetic phenom, or he's on steroids, or he just takes tons of fat burners, or he's only showing us one meal he eats throughout the day. No, I'm not doing any of that stuff. But what I've learned after being a bodybuilder for over 10 years is you have to find something that works forever. That is the only way you're going to get lean forever. Now, let's put this into context. I had someone in the comments recently that was carnivore for 2 to 3 years, I believe, or 3 years. And they said that they watched my videos and they're talking about coming off of carnivore and incorporating macrolation, which is what I teach, macro manipulation. And one of the things they said is they I can't remember verbatim, I'm sorry if I butcher this, but they said essentially they're worried about getting rid of carnivore because they never got sick while doing carnivore. And so, again, with fitness information, it's like you can cherry pick any piece of knowledge out there. We have the internet now, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But because of that, you're going to find a pro and a con for every single thing in every single direction in the fitness industry. Some people are going to be like, well, this is why fasted cardio is superior. You're going to burn more calories. And this is why cardio after your workout is great. This is why carnivore is great. This is why you can find pros and cons to literally everything. So with carnivore specifically, and even keto, you're minimizing pretty much everything. It's like the ultimate restriction diet. So a lot of people that have autoimmune issues do really well on carnivore because they restrict pretty much everything. Their body doesn't have to work ultra hard to break things down. So oftentimes, a lot of people, even I remember seeing like Lenny Kravitz, he did like an all fruit diet, like just eating fruit. And he said the same thing, he never gets sick. Let me give you this analogy to put this in perspective. Let's say you're gonna go car shopping. You have two cars. Let's hypothetically, they're both BMWs. They both look amazing on the outside. It's your favorite car, you want it, whatever. You're getting ready to sign the contract to buy this car. There's two versions though. They bring them both out and they look identical on the outside. They look amazing. You're like, oh my God, these are great. The salesman says, this one is 1,000 horsepower and this one is just regular 300 horsepower, but the interior is really comfortable and super nice. They're the same price. Which one do you choose? Probably most people are going to choose the 1,000 horsepower one. I would. But then he says, oh, but real quick in the contract right here, I forgot to mention, the 1,000 horsepower one breaks all the time. It requires a ton of maintenance, so you have to bring it in once a year and leave it with us for a week, and we tune it up. It costs about $5,000. The other one that has the luxury interior, this one never has to get serviced. It never has any problems. It's super, super reliable. Now, which one are you going to choose? Now we have a little bit more data to work with. Do you want the one that's still super fast and super fun, but you're going to run into, it's going to break down on you, the turbo is going to blow up, like a ton more money? This is kind of how I look at diets. Like imagine you're signing a contract to do carnivore or keto. And it says, hey, if you do carnivore, you're not going to get sick ever. You're never going to be sick. You're like, oh man, that sounds great. We got a little bit of data. I'm never going to get sick. You keep reading through all the fine details, and then at the bottom it says, but for the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, you don't get to have a cookie. You don't get to have a single piece of cake. You don't get to have a burger. You don't get to have pizza. You don't get to have ice cream at all. Not one day. Just straight meat. But you sign the contract. Hey, you're not going to get sick though. The way I'm trying to explain this to you is, what would you rather have? Would you rather get sick let's just say 3 days. I usually get sick once a year when the seasons change. It's about 3 days, maybe 4 days. I get sick for that 3 to 4 days once a year, but the rest of the year, 362 days, I get to eat pancakes and French toast every day for breakfast. I get to eat burgers every day, Big Macs, Wendy's Baconators. I get to eat pizza. I get to have ice cream every single day. That's how I explain this lifestyle versus diets, because I would way rather live my life and enjoy my life than have to suffer every single day just so I'm not going to get sick. Like that's insanity. Like that is literally insanity to me. So when you're researching and you're trying to figure out the best way to get lean and this diet versus that diet, what you have to understand about diet, the word diet, what is in the word diet? D-I-E. It's not a coincidence, because every diet is restriction. Restrict calories in some sense. And when you restrict, let's say you're going to restrict forever, you will die. You can't restrict forever. Therefore, it is not sustainable forever. Diets are only meant to be a short term. The thing with it is, though, is any diet, chicken and rice, keto, Mediterranean, blah, 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 you can get lean on all of them. It does not matter. Intermittent fasting, whatever diet you've seen on the internet, whatever version of it, you can get lean. You can get to 10% or less body fat doing those things, but you are going to suffer and you are going to be miserable. And what's going to happen is when that diet ends, you are not going to be able to sustain a low body fat because you have not learned the habits to reinforce maintaining a low body fat. All you did was pull something out so that you could get lean. And then what happens? You're going to throw food back in, enjoyable foods, pizza, all the good things. You're going to gain weight. So what I always teach is with macrolation, remake all your favorite foods every single day. It's so easy. Guys, I have clients that are in their 70s and they are 8 to 12% body fat. They're not genetically superior. In their 70s, they're not genetically superior. They don't do cardio and they eat all their favorite foods every single day. It's not like this crazy, new formulation, like I just created this out of the blue. It works because it's so simple. It's against everything that we've been taught, because people think like, oh, if I'm not suffering, there's no way I'm going to get results. It is so far from the truth. Try it for yourself. Literally, my book is completely free. The link is in my bio. I think it's got like 20 recipes in it now. Try it. Just recreate a couple of your favorite foods and do that for a few weeks and see how you feel. One, you're going to feel great because there's carbs galore. Literally, you're going to be eating, 300, 400 grams of carbs every day. Therefore, you're going to have great energy. You're not going to be stressed out at all. That's another huge thing to this lifestyle is minimal effort, super low stress. If you get to eat all your favorite foods all the time, you have low stress. If you have low stress, that means your cortisol is lower. If your cortisol is lower, you're not holding on to stubborn belly fat as much. Even with the chicken and rice diets and everything else, think about it. All of those diets create stress because you're not giving your brain, your body, what it wants. So by doing that, you're creating more stress. So your cortisol is going to be higher. Therefore, it's going to be harder to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. And it's not healthy People are always like, yeah, Whole Foods, like that's the way to go. I'm going to do, sweet potatoes 2 times a day, 2 cans of tuna fish and like all that shit. And it's like, from the outside, it's like, yeah, Whole Foods, healthy. But if you're stressing yourself out about it, which you are going to be because, again, you're restricting things that you actually want to eat, I will tell you, the person that eats what they want and recreates it is going to live longer than the person that only eats whole foods, simply because of stress. What is the number one killer? Stress. So by minimizing stress, eating all your favorite foods, not doing cardio, I'm not anti-cardio. I understand the cardio benefits of cardiovascular, etc., longevity. Again, though, cardio as you get older raises cortisol. If you're stressed in your entire life, you have all this stress, family, relationships, family illnesses, mortgages, bills, kids, all this stress, your body cannot differentiate between the stress of a hard cardio session and the rest of your life. So you have this bucket of stress. When you do hard cardio, you just throw more stress in the bucket. It doesn't, your body's not like, oh, that's good stress, we're gonna categorize that over here. No, it's more stress. And if you have more stress, guess what? You're not gonna live as long. You ever see back in the day, I forget who it was, like Abraham Lincoln? No, not Abraham Lincoln. There was this, I forget what president it was, but he drank a bottle of Jack Daniels, I believe, every single day and smoked a shit ton of cigarettes every single day, and he lived to be 96 years old. And in an interview, he said he believed that the reason he could get away with it was because he was never stressed. He just lived life. He was like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna live. I'm gonna be happy. Am I telling you to go get wasted every single day and smoke cigarettes? No. But I'm trying to make the example that the more stress you have in your life, I don't care if you eat just green beans 10 times a day, it's not going to be as healthy as the person that eats all their favorite foods and maybe occasionally, yes, there's some processed things in there, there's some chemicals here and there. That is going to be 10 times healthier for you in the long term than stressing about your life, doing tons of cardio, trying to eat the perfect diet and have everything portioned out perfectly and trying to hit 2,000 calories every single day. I do not weigh my food, guys. I do not use a scale. Because I've done this so much, I do know like roughly that I'm eating 2,400 to 2,800 calories every day. And my clients, they do not weigh their food. They do not use a scale. Again, what is a scale gonna do? Add stress. If you have to wake up and you know you're using a scale to measure all your food versus the person that wakes up, aka me or my clients or my friends or my family, I just wake up and I'm like, I think I want pancakes. And then I'm like, no, actually I'm gonna have French toast. Zero stress. Imagine doing that every day with all your meals and being lean. No stress. If you have to use a scale and you're measuring your rice and your potatoes and I got 6 ounces of beef here and 8 ounces of potatoes and 2 tablespoons of ketchup all the time, that is going to equal stress. I do not care what anyone says, like, I like doing it. You're still stressing your body out. You're adding in all these things that you do not need to do. So again, guys, this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. That is what I teach. I teach this forever. It's a forever thing. If you guys want to take it a step further, yeah, get my free book, try all the recipes yourself. I also have a full coaching program. The first 10 founder spots, I have like $1,000 discount on there. So I'm going to work through with people one-on-one individually, get you the results, get you to 10% body fat, show you don't have to do cardio, don't have to do 5-6 training sessions a week. It's literally so much easier than you think it is. That link is in the bio as well. But my point is, pick a lifestyle that you can do forever. All these yo-yo diets are never going to get you to where you want to be. They're not sustainable long-term. You're gonna be stressed out. You're not gonna enjoy your life. You're gonna be adding suffering. You're gonna be miserable. I can tell you, I was a competitive bodybuilder, guys. Like I did every single thing. I did the fasted cardio. I trained harder than everyone I knew in the gym. I was the psychopath deadlifting 600 pounds, squatting 500 pounds every week, multiple times a week. not eating condiments at all. Like, I did the most extreme stuff. And again, it only got me to that look for on stage for like a week. And then what would happen? As soon as I went back to having cookies or pizza or anything, gained the weight back immediately. It is not sustainable forever. So I just want to give you guys that little tidbit that when you are choosing a lifestyle, not a diet, you want to choose it smart, and you want to choose it in a way that is going to make you fulfilled and happy long term. What is the point of being 10% body fat if you are miserable? I would never look like this if I had to eat chicken and rice or sweet potatoes or all whole foods or all organic foods, or I had to give up carbs. Hell no. I'm going to eat my 300 grams of carbs every day, and I'm going to enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, guys. I will talk to you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Let's get this out to as many men as possible that need to hear the actual truth, that it is so much easier than you make it out to be. Comment below. Let me know what your body fat is, and if you have ever tried any kind of lifestyle like this, or what diet are you currently on. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.